Hi, welcome to today's session. It is the second part of call center. In the first section, we mainly talk about the basic setup, such as adding new agent, such as the role permission stuff, etc. In today's session, we're going to continue with that. Okay, so today we mainly talk about the outbound task here. How to create outbound tasks, how to track, how to create templates for future outbound tasks. But before that, the first thing we need to do is outbound routing settings. There are two parts here. The first is agent outbound routing. The second is dynamic display number scheme. So in the telemarketing scenario, the enterprises has a lot of numbers. So how to assign these numbers to each agent and how to let the agent use it requires the use of the outbound routing module. First of all, you can check different agents' outbound routing. For example, use my account, Grace Lim. The work number is 002, department is corporate, explicit rule is enterprises number pool random matching plus dynamic display number scheme matching plus agent number rules designation. This is the agent number pool. You can click the edit button. You can see more detail here. You can check the explicit rules, which we already created for the agent. For example, enterprises number pool random matching is very easy to understand, right? It just, the company number is random. This one is called dynamic display number scheme matching, and there are different schemes that you can choose. And that is some schemes customized by the enterprises. The last one is the agent number pool designation. So you have the agent pool number here. You can choose to add more here or remove the current number. In this way, if the agent switches the rules, this person can select the corresponding number to dial. The second part is dynamic display number scheme. So there are some schemes already created here, presented here. You can create more. For example, test. Then you can choose the matching rule. So the first is match same location. It's very easy to understand. It literally means which is a checkbox below. If it does not match, it will match the provincial capital number as it portrayed. The second is specified region matching. The rules of the region group will be used here. For example, after setting the region group rules in advance, if it is an area surround Singapore, you can choose to use a Singapore number to make a call. In this case, it refers to my number. If there are not too many cases, I can stipulate that a certain areas should be dialed with the same number. Then you can also use the random matching rules. Basically means if I have 5 numbers, the system will randomly select a number from my 5 numbers to dial. Right, so this part is the dynamic display number scheme. The admin need to give each agent a check of the scheme before an agent can use the system. If you do not choose these options, it means the agent has no number to dial. they must fit one of these matching rules, one of this number scheme here. So therefore, the explicit scheme must be set in the first place. So this part is the outbound routing module. How to switch in the phone bar will be displayed in the third part of this series. Great. Now, after the basic setting, let's go back to the outbound task. Which is here, task management, task details, add task templates. Right, so there are some tasks already carried on here. So it supports to view data with task creator as I and task collaborator as I. Only means that I can only see my task. But before that, if you don't need to do telemarketing, but simply make a phone call, the configuration here already has ability to make a phone call. But if telemarketing is required, we need to be able to create a task first, and we need to create a task template before creating it. So we move on to the task templates here first. Task templates are divided into import templates here and summary template here. Import templates refers to the templates used when importing numbers. The task summary templates refers to the templates that we need to ask the agent to fill in the task summary after a phone call. It can be understood as a service summary of telemarketing. When it comes to importing a template, you need to see what information the admin wants to pass to the customer service, which is generally customer information, such as name, number, accept status, purchased products, etc. It needs to look at the actual outbound business scenario. After the above fields are confirmed, they are placed into the imported template. So you can click Create here. You download the templates. You fill in the templates according to the required fields. Also, some explanation addition already attached in the templates. Then after finish that, you upload the templates here, and the system will acquire all the data you have input, and therefore you can create a task. Therefore, you can create a template successfully. You can add multiple types of fields. After adding them, then you can create them in your task templates. When it comes to summary templates, also click Create here, select desired templates field, and click Save. So after the creation here has done, we can create tasks. Now let's go back to the task management. Here are some lists that have been already created. The name of different tasks, the name of status, and the on-duty time, expire time, and summary template, etc. Now we can create one. For example, you click Create here. And you choose the templates that we have created previously. This button is called Schedule Task. After the execution period expires, new data cannot be imported into the task. An agent cannot continue to dial the number in the task. Which means if you don't turn on this condition, this task can start right after you create it. But if you click it, you need to set up the start time and expire time. But you can also choose start from now. But we will cancel it this time. We will not start this. Then create. The next step is to import number. So there are a few steps. For example, prepared import data. You can download the templates file and fill in as per format and then upload it. So here there are different custom fields. You need to fill in that one by one according to the actual needs, the required conditions within the files. Then you upload it, then import the data. Right. So after you finish all the steps, then the task is successfully created. And you can start it. You can perform the tasks by logging to the call agent workbench, which we will briefly touch upon in the third part. So when you log into the phone bar, you can basically choose the task you've already set up. And then you can dial the numbers that you imported here. So in the workbench, after executing the task, the administrator can see the status of the task in the task call record. You can check it. But as an administrator, you need to perform the last step, go back to this console. That is, after the agent completes the task, he needs to view the execution situation and to view the content of its output. There are two places to check. One is in task management. In the task created today, to see the execution status, whether not start, ongoing, or other status that already finished, how many numbers we have in the task, what is the execution rate, answering rate, and other indicators. And you can also check the work status of the agent or other task detail. Finally, our task summary. Call records can also be viewed here. And there is the import history, which refers to our current task, which may be imported more than once. I can see there are other several import tasks and task properties. Right, there are also a task detailed here. Support to view data with task creators as I and task collaborators as I. There are more details regarding different tasks. So we also see the detailed here. The difference between the task list here and the task list in the detail is that details in the task management are only the task details of the current task. Right here. But the task details here refers to all the task details can be viewed across tasks. Then there will be a specific detail of several other tasks here, all of which can be viewed through this place. Finally, it is the agent task report. Here you can see the specific statistical information of the agent. Here I can view it through the agent or through the dimension of time plus agent. Right, you can choose the way you prefer. Also, you can see the exact date you want to review. You can select agent's name. You can select different tasks. All right. You can also create new scheme here, right, for more business needs. Or just save it according to the assessment index of the agent by default, so it can be used next time. This is our agent task report. So to summarize, today, we're basically going through the setting of outbound routing. The first is outbound routing setting, right, in the basic setting part. Then we go back to the task templates, especially for a telemarketing scheme. Then we go back to the task management to create a new task. And you need to perform task in call agent workbench on phone bar. Finally, you go to check more details and the agent task report for review. In the third part, we're going to conduct it afterwards. We will go to the call agent workbench here to perform some actual task, to actually dial the numbers and to perform it for you. Thank you for listening.